Welcome, everybody, to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live from MyBookie Studios. I'm a girl, Pilar Lastra. We've got DMac. We've got Tom Mazaway in the house. We've got Fish in the fishbowl. We've got Alex keeping us honest behind the glass. And, of course, Andrew manning all of our social media. So make sure that you are hitting us up at Woodward Sports. Also, guys, make sure that you are downloading our app. You can find us in the Android store, in the Apple store. You can also give us a call. 313-552-6322 is our number. Whoa, what a night, guys. So we have officially come to an end to the NBA season as the Bucks become NBA champs. Are we sad?
No, I hit both my picks yesterday. Tigers and Mavs. I thought you were saying that because Robbie Grossman.
How about that?
Went yard, and Alex and I were actually, and Justin in the back were actually sitting 3 rows behind the dugout, and that was really fun. But no, the basketball's finally over.
It's
the Bucks did
over.
it. I told you they would, but what a super performance by Giannis. Giannis. By Giannis. Giannis.
You know, I mean,
show him the respect.
You'll get it.
I'm happy for the Bucks.
I just got it.
And I'm happy that I picked the Bucks last night too. But I am deep down inside a little sad for Chris Paul. So we'll be talking about that for sure on the
Watch
Big
this,
Hook,
Pilar. Maz, what wonderful stat did you tell me that sort of my mind about Chris Paul?
He's the only NBA player to lose 4 2-0 leads in a 7-game NBA series.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But for all you Chris Paul slappies out there, the rumor is the LA Lakers are calling.
Andrew shaking his head saying yes.
That makes me want to puke.
Why?
Why?
Again. LeBron James. I think it's a crock of shit. Cry baby, he wants to win.
Yeah, but don't you like it the fact that now Giannis? God dang it!
Giannis.
The fact Giannis is the fact that Giannis has got that championship now.
Yeah.
Stayed in Milwaukee, did it with that team, and the other people around the league. I mean, have to take some notice to that. I mean, even Kobe Bryant took notice of that back in 2019. If anybody had seen his tweet about he's got Mamba mentality, and the next thing is a championship for him after his MVPs and stuff. So
I was going to save it for my update, but let's play the Giannis cut.
No, you can save it for your update.
No, because he's talking about it. You know, we're talking about it.
Okay.
Giannis, stick it to LeBron, please.
I don't think there's much doubt, but he played through.
Which one?
The other one, where he's kissing the trophy.
It was the press conference.
Yeah, the presser. It's in my update.
It's in your update. Okay. Come back to
Meanwhile,
me
while
in a
you're
second.
getting that, Andrew, what you were having an opinion on?
Yeah, I was really happy for Giannis last night. It was something that the NBA, I think, needed for a while, where I think everyone's tired of the super teams, and you have to go to LA, you got to go to Miami, you got to go to New York, but he stuck it to them. I was really happy for him last night. I was sad for CP3 at the same time, but it was a good day for the NBA, I think. It made him...
It was a great
playoff. You can save it, go through your update. But
I will.
The best, hey, does anybody realize, Aaron Rodgers still wins because he's part of the ownership group?
We have that. I have a little piece of that coming up as well.
All right, Tom Mazza,
You're just blowing it all right now.
Let's go to your sports update.
All right, brought to you by MyBookie.ag. Use the promo code Woodward, and they will match your first deposit halfway up to $1,000. It's right. The Bucks over the Suns last night, 105-98. Everyone knows that. They win their first championship in 50 years. It took them 6 games to do it. They were down 2-0. It didn't matter. They beat the Nets the same way as well. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 50 points, named the MVP, and stuck it to LeBron. You.
Obviously, I wanted to get the job done. But that's my stubborn side. Like, it's easy to go somewhere and go and win a championship with somebody else. It's easy. I could go. I don't want to put anybody in the spot, but I could go to a super team and just do my part and win a championship. Still won. But this is the hard way to do it, and this is the way. And we did it. We did it, man.
Jim on the front right.
Oh. I absolutely love this guy.
Yeah.
I absolutely
that's a great.
love him.
Who was he talking to?
He must be talking about someone that we know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your favorite
Said
player?
he could go to
Some guy that likes to change his number, change uniforms, go back to cities, go leave, make press conferences, announce what he's doing. I don't give a damn.
I think it's a crock of shit.
Yeah. And now LeBron, you're going to retool, bring in a couple more superstars. You're going to get it stuck to you again next year.
But doesn't this mean that that's going to attract Giannis? Yes. Giannis is going to attract some free agents because of that mentality also.
Do they need him? They just won with the team they had.
With what they had, with injuries.
He can always use some support.
Of course.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. I want a guy like Brook Lopez, man.
That's great.
Just great stuff. I'm so happy for the people of Milwaukee, too. Little Midwestern city. They haven't won it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was known as Lou Alcindor. I mean, that's pretty cool. The actor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, yes. All right, let's take you down to the Tigers and the Rangers. They play again tonight. Matt Manning, the youngster, gets the ball against Jordan Lyles at 7-10. Tigers won their 5th in a row last night. They beat Texas 4-1 in the rain. Mac was there with my youngster over there, Alex. Robbie Grossman and Eric Haas with home runs in this one. And Tarek Skubal won his 6th game of the year. Gregory Soto comes in, shuts it down in the 9th. How about the Rangers? Been outscored 43-3 since the All-Star break. Tigers, by the way, have requested unconditional request waivers on Nomar Mazara. So nobody picked him up when they designated him for assignment. And then they had the choice to bring him back to AAA. They said, no thank you. So Nomar Mazara is a free agent. Seattle Kraken, who's heard of them? The NHL's 32nd team will become official tonight at 8 o'clock. They'll unveil their roster, or will we unveil their roster?
Except, the interesting thing is there's 30 teams on here because Vegas isn't on here.
Yep.
And the one team that's not...
There's one team that has
Wings.
that,
And Daniela Bruce, the beautiful Daniela Bruce that does the Red Wings game, she posted something on Twitter that said, do you have a friend that can keep secrets like Steve Yzerman? So, tightest ship, the tightest ship out there in the NHL is the
you heard
Red
Mac.
Wings. So
there have been 30 leaks already. We know the 30 players that are going to the Kraken. We're only missing one player.
Wouldn't it be 29 leaks?
Pardon?
Wouldn't it be 29 leaks with Detroit, and then Vegas would be 31 that they're out there?
I guess you're right.
I'm just trying to get it right.
Yeah. So we got 29 names.
That pronunciation of the Greek person's name.
One more name, and it belongs to the Red Wings. We do not know who it is yet, but we're going to call Chris Draper and see what happens. Never mind. The Tokyo game.
Media. You believe that? Media. Media. Right. Can't talk to me. While there's, what do they put the bubble? Put them under the bubble?
They put them under the bubble.
God. Smart.
The Tokyo Games, Team USA basketball opens up play against France on Sunday. Speaking of the Olympics, the U.S. women's soccer team.
They got the womp.
How did they win? 43 in a row? Their unbeaten streak.
It was a lot of. It was 44, 43.
Yeah, 44 came to a crashing end yesterday. They lost to Sweden.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning. Sorry.
Wait, didn't I have them in my picks?
You did.
Guess who Team USA plays next?
That's my bad. They play New Zealand, who just lost this morning to Australia.
New Zealand coming up on Saturday. U.S. softball. They beat Italy 2-0. We like to keep you up to date on everything.
Which U.S. is going to kill New Zealand, by the way.
Detroit Lion rookies report to training camp this Saturday. Vets report on Tuesday. The Hall of Fame game, just 15 days away now. The Steelers and the Cowboys. We take you back to 1986. The cover boy of Sports Illustrated. Look at this guy. Jim Kelly.
Wow.
He was going to merge. He was with the Houston Gamblers of the USFL, but they were going to merge with the great New Jersey Generals of Donald Trump's until they decided to try to fight it out with the NFL, and that didn't work. That would have been one hell of a matchup, him playing in Jersey and New York. So that was back in 1986. Jim Kelly, the cover boy in the USFL, which they never played that game, unfortunately.
Wow.
Oh, little Tommy Maz. It's another crying episode for him. Cried in his pillow to sleep that night.
They did.
Guaranteed.
Aww.
That's it.
Was that it?
Yeah.
I feel like
there's not much
there's
sports
just
anymore.
So much more. I
There's
know.
not much sports. I'm giving you Olympic
crazy.
sports for crying out loud.
I know.
We're done.
No,
NBA is done.
Crazy.
Not
And I
much
feel like-
sports.
Speaking of Olympic sports, right? First, I guess the question is: do you
Olympics?
prefer summer or winter? Yeah.
He said
I know.
Olympics.
Yeah, right. I'm right.
No one ever talks about Olympics.
Right? Do you have a preference of winter or summer?
Summer.
I would say like-
Summer, there's more games than
Right.
winter.
I kind of dig the winter.
Okay.
I know, I do not like
if
that.
I
you-
like the skiing and the jumps and the hockey.
Okay,
Right.
but with the Summer Olympics and stuff like this, like, is it still so? Maz, you're a fan of all
Yeah.
sports, whether you call them snobby or whatever else.
Correct.
But will you? Is it must-watch TV this
Yeah,
year, or
still
does
is.
it still matter?
It still matters to me. It's still the greatest athletes.
But is
against
it though
each
this
other.
year? I mean,
Yeah.
so many are starting to drop out due to COVID or
Pilar,
COVID
that's-
concerns.
Most of the greatest athletes
As
are
the-
there.
Yeah,
As
a lot
the
of them
great
are
Neil
there.
Rule says, you both can be right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because it's also, too, is the fact that you bring up that great point. Because if people were down on it, because they don't feel that, whether it's fair because of Shuri Richardson, the sprinter,
Right.
tested, or whether it's a boycott. But it's interesting because I think it's okay. I noticed it because on my NBC Sports app, it goes right to the Olympics, and you got to change it back over to the NBC. So I just remember when we were growing up, Maz, the medal count.
God,
You'd
yeah,
always be looking.
I always give the medal count. I've always given it in my sports updates.
And
I
then-
always keep track of it.
Yeah.
U.S., try their best to see how they can do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. So it'll be
And
interesting.
the COVID problem is just growing, so I feel like
There's a lot of anger in Tokyo.
Yeah.
There's a big story.
Yeah.
And yesterday, reading and hearing about it is the head of the Olympic Committee or whatever said that they would not be against canceling
Yeah, I
at
saw
some
that.
point if it got that bad. So
I mean, though, I feel that we're so close to getting a hold on this global pandemic. Do we really need to do this now with the new variants running crazy?
well,
I mean, I don't
just
know.
think that you wanted to, like, they could have we're used to cancellations even
Yeah,
up
at
to
this
and
point.
would have understood. It's just to the
Sure.
and I understand that financially it's not even probably feasible because of all the money that
If they were going to do it, they should have done it before they shipped the athletes over.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's too late
Sure.
now. The genie's out of the bottle as far as I'm
Right.
concerned.
Yeah, I mean, that's very true. Fish, what do you have regarding this?
Speaking of Olympics, the next one is in 2022 in China, and
Yeah.
I believe the NHL is taking a break during the
They are.
Olympics.
They might send
Wow.
players. They might
So,
not.
do you have any ruling on that, DMac? Because I know they've sometimes gave them the break, sometimes they haven't.
Yeah, well, I was always hoping for the break because it didn't matter if they played or not. We wanted the 2 weeks.
But would you be selected for the Olympics?
No.
Oh.
No. So
Okay.
it would be looking more of vacation time.
Okay. Well, it looks like this year, because 2018, I don't think they gave them off, right?
I don't think they
I don't
did.
think they gave them off, so they're going to give them
But
off
back
now
when,
for...
when we played in
22.
2002, wasn't it? The Canada-U.S. final.
Oh, what a game.
And
What a match.
then we won the cup that year.
What a match.
Because there's the picture of Chelly and Holly and Stevie
Yep.
and Shanny with their gold and silver medals and stuff.
That
so.
U.S.-Canada game that year, U.S.-Russia, before they played Canada, was amazing. I remember that was my wife threw me a surprise 50th birthday that night. I'm at WJR at the time. I'm watching the game with Steve Courtney and Ken Brown. I forgot who else was there with me. Dan was already doing the Tiger game. Pardon?
I think it was your 40th.
My 40th. That's right. It was my 40th. Thank you.
Come on.
It was my 40th.
I'm the only
Thank
one
you.
that can... I could have said that it was your 50th, but it was only your 40th.
It was my 40th. And I remember I didn't want to leave WJR. Meanwhile, those guys, their job was to get me to my surprise party. And they're like, come on, Tommy, maybe we could, we'll go watch it at the restaurant. They were going to take me out to dinner that night. I'm like, no way, I'm not leaving here until, and I think it went like double or triple overtime. They finally beat, I think it was Russia. They beat Russia to get into the gold medal
Did
game.
you
if I'm not
leave or
mistaken.
no?
Oh, no, I stayed and watched it. Then I went to my party. I didn't know they were having a party for me.
Right.
They wouldn't tell you at
No.
some point?
So I went late to my own surprise party.
Well, at least it was you.
Well,
That's
Just
what we
one
understand.
more Olympic thing. They announced that the 2032 Olympics is in Brisbane, Australia. So they announced that this morning.
You better buy your tickets.
Right.
I could go part of the media. Who knows?
yeah,
Oh, look
there
at
you
this.
go.
All right.
That'll be my first goal will be to go to the 2028 one in LA, and then 2030 or 2028 in
I
LA.
like
And then if you go to
32.
Australia to cover this, you've got to go to New Zealand.
Oh, I thought you were going to say come back.
I will do that.
I thought you were going to say...
Yeah, and you do have to come back.
But it's a little sad because they only had one bidder. So...
Okay.
begs the question of, is the Olympics dead? Because Tokyo, I believe, had to pay like $15 billion. Wow. Something like that. So I think Brisbane's only like 9 at the moment. But it's a lot of money to put on the Olympics now.
That actually does bid the question is, are
I
the
think
Olympics
it's more.
dead,
I think it's more because of
COVID right now.
COVID. Also, Beijing had a struggle because I think there was only 2 countries. It was Beijing and Kazakhstan that did for the 2020 winter.
That's coming up in February.
That's coming in February.
Wow.
So a lot of people are wondering if the Olympics.
Well, I'm sure that once we get a hold of this whole pandemic.
But this is before COVID.
Right. I don't think it is. I don't think it's dead.
I hope not, but I worry because there's less bidders.
I get it.
They were losing bidders like that.
Yeah, they were losing bidders. This is before COVID.
Wow.
Well, the 2032 one obviously was COVID, so you could probably scratch that off. But anyways, Maz is...
All right. Well, good to know. Good to know.
Sorry, Maz.
It's okay, buddy.
Guys,
we got a guest coming up. We got to go.
Yeah, we got to celebrate this championship, this NBA championship for the Bucks. That's coming up on our Big Hook, so you guys don't go anywhere. Stick around. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Start a new career in an industry that is always essential, the heating and cooling industry. Learn more today by visiting northwesterntech.edu. Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. All right, guys, so it's been 51 long years since the Bucks have won an NBA championship. Last night's game ended 105-98 in favor of the Milwaukee Bucks. Big congratulations to them. Big congratulations to Giannis. Overall, we're happy for them. I do think that, like Andrew said earlier in our show, this is the best thing that could have happened to the NBA. Earlier when the playoffs started, I said this was the best thing to happen to the NBA and the worst thing that could happen to the NBA. It was just the best of both worlds, the worst of both worlds. But I thought that it was just going to be Chris Paul's year. It wasn't. It was Giannis's year. So,
in case anyone missed it, we got the countdown for you. This is Milwaukee winning it last night in Game 6.
And that'll do it. It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended. After a half century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
Look at that place. 18,000 inside, 65,000 plus strong outside in the Deer District. Fear the Deer. It finally came true, and Giannis dropped 50 points. I'm glad he hit the 5-0. Got that last free throw.
50, 15, and 5. First time since 71 they started taking blocks.
Not a bad thing.
What a performance.
Right.
Not a bad thing. Won the MVP, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much doubt, but he played through adversity. He played through injury. No doubt, given he was the 2-time MVP in the league. This year's Bill Russell. Finals MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Doesn't become the #1 selling jersey in the NBA. I don't know what will. I mean, I love all the different Buck uniforms with that Antetokounmpo right around that number on the back. That's a pretty damn good guy to root for.
Well, that's if you're looking at a winner and somebody that you want to look up to for principle and everything else, he just proved it. So not even just with that performance, but because of the human being he is and his loyalties, class and family and all that stuff that you want. But he doesn't just talk about it; he exudes it.
He does. And how about that Suns bench? I mean, that's a good Suns team, and they got outmanned. I mean, they got beat down, and it was all Giannis, the block, then the dunk in the next game, and then he puts 50 on them last night. Ooh. He took over that series, and take nothing away from the Suns and their coach, Monty Williams. Check the class on this guy out.
Monty, now that you've been through your first finals, can you process what you've learned from it, or is that going to take a while?
I think it's going to take me a minute, you know. I just don't take it for granted. It's hard to get here, and I wanted it so bad, you know. It's hard to process right now. It's hard, you know. That's all.
Thank you, Coach.
Take away from, I just wanted to come and congratulate you guys as a man, as a coach. You guys deserve it, and I'm thankful for the experience. You guys made me a better coach. You made us a better team. Congratulations.
Where do you get a guy like that? Monty Williams.
Classy.
We got one. Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey's classy like that, right?
Yep. Well, he hasn't had the chance to get to a final.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but we'll see that. But that, you know,
we'll get there.
The first thing that I noticed, you could tell, was not a hockey locker room. They had goggles on.
I thought the same thing.
So was I. They're getting ready.
Gotcha. But here's a guy just a few years ago lost his family in a car accident. He was in New Orleans at the time. Comes back, gets a chance with the Phoenix team that hasn't been to the championship since they had Charles Barkley. And he brings them there. This is a team that was one of the worst records. Am I wrong there, Andrew? Didn't they have one of the worst records in basketball a couple of years ago? And here they are, worst to first almost?
Yeah, 4 years ago. They only had like 15 wins.
4 years ago,
yeah,
15 wins.
15 wins. They had the shortest rebuild in NBA history. They went 11 years out, made the playoffs, and then made the finals right after that. So it's incredible. It's exciting to see a new generation in this league with Booker and Ayton. And you know what Chris Paul did, you got to give his hats off to him. He really turned that franchise around. They built up that momentum from the bubble, and it was really nice to see how the Suns are coming back this year.
Nice job, Andrew. That's why we go to Andrew with our NBA questions.
He's great.
See? He's right.
Absolutely
He's on top of it. All he has to do is learn how to
him.
put that mic on quicker. That's it. No, but it's good stuff. We got Tim McCormick coming up here in just a couple of minutes, and can't wait to get his opinion on this. And of course, looking ahead to the Pistons. But guess, Mac, you brought it up earlier. Aaron Rodgers wins again. Let's put his picture up there, Alex. And how did Aaron Rodgers win last night? Because he is a minority owner of the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, he has his money invested in the Milwaukee Bucks. Congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. Look, he's not saying a word again. He's just winning.
Not saying a word and has us talking about him. That's
and he's winning.
And he's winning. You're absolutely right.
Did I miss it last night? Did they go to David Bakhtiari in the audience? Did they show him?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see him.
I picked it up in the third quarter.
Yeah, maybe they told him, hey, you can't be doing that tonight. It's the finals.
I would have said let loose. I'm sure he probably did.
All right. We're going to have our good friend Tim McCormick coming up here. So let's take a quick break.
10-year NBA veteran. Don't go anywhere. You guys are tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Welcome to the newest Bridge Street Exchange, not only in downtown Fenton, now in the Somerset Collection. Located on the second level, south side, right next to Lululemon and Starbucks. This is where you can get all the hottest barware, or men's grooming products, or clothing, or, oh, that's what you meant. Don't forget they got some cool hats too, and there's a lot of great local Michigan-owned companies that you're supporting.
And don't forget, all under $3.
You're such a loser. But for real, take advantage. 15% off if you come in here. Tell Kevin that Woodward Sports sent you. Or stop.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. Tom Mazaway alongside Pilar, Lastra, and DMac. DMac likes this jam. This is number 5, DMac, like by the way. And our good friend, Timmy McCormick. Timmy Mac joining us. Of course, you Michigan, of course, hoop star, Coach Joey back in the day. And, of course, on Bally Sports Detroit, Pistons analyst and big basketball guy. Timmy Mac, thanks for coming on. What'd you think of the Bucks winning it all?
I was happy. I'm close with several of their players, and I think they've got great character. How can you not love the story about Giannis and what a great player he is, how far he's come along. I was laughing. I thought it was hilarious when they asked him after game 2 about the fact that he left after 4 minutes and they changed their rotation pattern, and then he played the rest of the quarter. And that happened next game 2. Was that to get him more rest or get out to a quicker start? And his words, he said, "I had to tinkle."
I loved him. He is lovable. Lovable.
That was pretty classic. Darren, did you ever say that?
No,
he just peed in his pants.
Yeah, no, hockey players are more savage than that. Superstitious, but no, they wouldn't use. See, that's the thing, is he knew the audience he's playing to. We don't have that much class. But my question to you is, what about Giannis's performance in a closing out game? 50 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, and anybody who watched it, you knew exactly how dominant he was on the floor. But what does that say to Tim McCormick? What did he see last night in that closing performance?
I mean, 50 points. I had 50 points once. I think it was the month of January. No, he's just fun, and he's so aggressive. And I can remember throughout his career, there were times people would say, well, he can't really sustain that kind of effort for a whole game. He can't make his free throws. He's not a perimeter threat. Like, it all has come together for him. And he willed his team. He gave everybody confidence. What a physical specimen to weigh 255 pounds, to have a 30-inch waist. He's the perfect specimen of a man. The way he runs and jumps. And it's just not even fair when you combine those physical attributes with the fact that he just plays hard every single minute of every single game. And then also, Chris Middleton's tough. That guy is a beautiful shooter, and I really kind of am sad every time I watch him play and think about him in a Pistons uniform.
Yep, he was.
One of the things added to that is I wanted to ask you, Tim, is when a guy who isn't known, or he's known to struggle from the free throw line, and then which Giannis is, and then he goes 15 for 17, and it looked like he was an 85% free throw shooter during the middle of that. How does a player, is it because of the talent and the work that he's put in? But can you talk about, as a player, getting in a groove like that? And was it something that you expected him to be able to do?
I did not. And I think that one of the most important factors, he's definitely better at home. Nobody's counting,
right?
But I also noticed, and I got into the little habit too of just every time he got fouled, I'd grab my cell phone and I would time it, just because there were some times that he was taking 13 seconds to shoot a free throw. That number is down to about 8 seconds last night, and so I think that he's not thinking about it as much. His form is just, it's repeated every time. I'm really impressed with that. And my hope is that next year you're going to see him as a 70-75% shooter from the line. I think he found something, and I think he's very confident right now.
How much more dangerous does that make him? Like, does it? So
I don't know.
We haven't seen his ceiling.
We saw 50 last night, and these are some of the best defensive coaches in the world. Monty Williams is a stud. That guy is a great coach. And he's up 24. hours a day thinking, okay, well, where can we send a double? What can we do? DeAndre Ayton is a rim protector like nobody's business. He's surrounded by really good defensive players. And in the biggest game of the year, with all the emphasis on Giannis, he dropped 50. So I can see him just getting better and better. I could see him winning 5 MVPs in his career. I could see him winning more championships. And remember, this is a guy that was a finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year, so he plays both ends of the court. I'm getting tired. I don't have anything else to say about Giannis.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Tim, overall, I mean, we could very easily say that this wasn't the sexiest matchup that everybody's used to seeing for the NBA championships, but it turned out to be a very exciting tournament. I mean, whether you were cheering for Chris Paul or you were cheering for Giannis, both players that you wanted to win a championship, what do you think that this does to the NBA now, not having a super team in there, but yet it turned out to be a really fun tournament to watch?
Yeah, you nailed it, Pilar, by saying that you know the super team did not win it. I don't love that narrative of just going out and signing all the best players. Phoenix and Milwaukee are two of the smaller markets, and the fact that Milwaukee did it the right way, I think it should give Detroit a lot of hope too. I enjoyed it. The fans clearly enjoyed it because the TV rating spiked from last year, and I think it sends a really good message.
Tim McCormick joins us, Bally Sports Detroit Pistons analyst and our good friend of the show. Let me talk about. I know you don't have a lot of time today. Pistons have the #1 pick. First time that's happened since they took Bob Lanier from St. Bonaventure back in 50 years ago. It's the same thing as what happened just now with the Bucks. Cade Cunningham. He was here the other night, and the Tiger fans applauded him. They found him. They loved him. We want Cade. Tell us about Cade and the Pistons. What does he do to them?
Well, he's versatile, multi-positional. He's a very diversified player with a huge upside. I first saw him play in 2018, the camp that I run for the NBA Players Association called the Top 100 Camp. He was there, and he was a star player for sure. I personally did not see him as a future #1 pick. He's certainly grown his game. I wouldn't say that he is a 100% lock to be a Hall of Famer or even an All-Star, but I can't see a scenario where he's not really good. As a matter of fact, in that camp, Terrence Williams and Franz Wagner from Michigan were there. There were about 15 other players that will be in the NBA draft this year, and I would say that Cade was near the top of the list, but I didn't pick him as a #1 guy. But I do like the fact that he brings some really important intangibles. I'm never sure if Killian Hayes is a true point guard. I think he lacks some explosiveness. His ball handling is good, not great. His jump shot needs to keep getting better. But the strengths of Cade Cunningham complement Killian Hayes a great deal. He's that new age modern wing player that can dribble, pass, shoot. He'll be a very serviceable defensive player, a good character, nice leader with a big upside. So I don't see anybody else in the draft that I would say, yeah, you gotta take him over Cade. Cade is pretty obvious to me.
Now, we can keep you on forever, but I know you're busy, Timmy. We'll get you on again. We appreciate you as always. Tim McCormick.
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
All
Bye.
right.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Man, I wanted to just keep talking to him, man. I wanted to ask him about Chris Paul, maybe going to the Lakers. There's another freaking super team over there. But you heard what he says.
So much.
He doesn't like super teams. And I don't think a lot of people do.
I would say he's right. I mean, the TV ratings show it.
But here's the thing. Now you've proven that the super team can be defeated,
right?
That it can knock down. So that sometimes that intrigues you to be on part of the underdogs team, which isn't really the underdog anymore. They're the champ.
That's right. That's right. Well, every dog has its day, right? That's what they say.
I was going to ask him, but I didn't want Mac to get mad at me. I was going to say, where would the Pistons be if they had Devin Booker in their lineup? But I didn't want you to get all pissed off and say, there he goes again. Looking back, what if?
What if?
Would you have gotten mad at me if I asked that question?
Of course you would have.
Today, Maz, I would have just put my head down and checked out. I
And
would have just,
shook it.
you know
You
where
just
you.
shake
I
his
would have
head.
just, yeah, exactly. Here
This
we
ain't
go.
this. Okay, man. Okay.
We all know
Instead,
it'd
it
be
should be
better and whatever else, and it'd
What's
be great.
going to
but-
happen this year is, or
But we wouldn't be in a position to get Kate Cunningham.
Hey,
Yeah,
get
so
your mic
it's-
hot again there, Andrew.
We've got Kate Cunningham.
Get Andrew's
coming
mic
this
hot
way.
again. I want to ask you. You heard Tim McCormick. He didn't sound like way overexcited like you kids are in the back over Cade.
Yeah, I think the thing about Cade is that people like him a lot, and he plays like Luka. Everyone loves the way Luka plays, and I feel like if Cade had never played his style, we would all be raving about Jalen Green right now. But the way Cade can play the game, like I've been studying him a lot in Jalen Green, and he's a playmaker. You know, the old guys, they like more of the athleticism and explosive as Jalen Green does. But you know, Terry and Rod, they think that Cade's a guy for them. So unless the
All right, guys. So Cole Beasley is in the headlines again. This time, is he going to take a deal from Mark Cuban? What? What is that all about? Well, we're going to break it down for you guys when we come back. You guys don't go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Drake Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Bell soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Sort that out.
Since Corey's been wearing this LeBron James jersey around the network, it's been falling down a lot.
And you know, really, that's it. Dan Campbell is gonna be the man for the Lions. Don't you agree, Corey? I didn't even touch you.
Portland.com. Use WSN20 for 20% off. Could be lamps, could be knives, and you wonder, now you know why I keep this around here. Just haven't used it yet. Anyways, you too can have this wonderful product that is great for do-it-yourselfers and first responders. How We Coast. Hashtag How We Coast. Get it in by Friday, and I will give away 1 or 2 gift certificates of $100 so you too can have some of these products. Go to CoachPortland.com today. WSN 20.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. So Cole Beasley's in the headlines again over this whole vaccine drama. This time it's Mark Cuban and him who are having a little back and forth on Twitter. Here is the tweet. So it all started with Cole Beasley, who responded to Pro Football Talk's tweet that said, to maximize player vaccination rates, NFL and NFLPA should extend a simple offer. Get vaxxed and don't get tested for marijuana. Cole Beasley responded with, I'll get vaccinated and be an advocate for it if Pfizer puts a percentage of its earnings from the vaccine in my wife's name. Well, Mark Cuban took to that, and then he tweeted this. I'll tell you what, Cole. You get vaccinated and promote vaccination on all your social media. I'll buy your wife a share of Pfizer stock. It pays a 3.78% dividend. That way, she is getting a percentage of Pfizer's earnings. Deal? So, we all know Mark Cuban has been very pro-vaccination. We all know Cole Beasley has not. To that, then Cole responded to Mark Cuban, that wasn't literal. I don't want your money. If we had a real conversation on the phone, I could tell you why the NFL's new rules that are in place could actually cause more games to be canceled than last year. Maybe you could help. Your reach is farther than mine. So clearly he's not taking this deal. But him saying, though, putting it in his wife's name is one of those things where I took it as in case I die from the vaccine. Right? That's kind of where I took it. That was kind of like, well, okay, that was... But Cole has also been very outspoken about his stance on not wanting to get vaccinated and just keeping a healthy immune system and fighting things that way. And he's gotten a lot of scrutiny over it.
Well, he said it about a month ago. He came out and said, I don't want to get it. Well, let us make our own choice, because the NFLPA said, look, players, you've got to get vaccinated, or you're going to be on your own island. You don't have to get vaccinated, but you're going to be on your own island. You're going to not fly with the team. You're not going to be able to eat dinners and lunches with them. You're going to have to practice differently. It's the NFLPA kind of went out there, and would you say they kind of hung out their players, Mac?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For whatever, as far as if you're doing what's best interest in polling the players and going through the due diligence to whatever else. But they, again, what do we always say? That's the empire. So they put up their stance, and they're it makes me question a lot of things, because they're so outspoken on some issues and not on others. So
right. Well, and I think Pro Football Focus, though, they touch on a completely different subject when they say make a deal, get vaccinated, and then you don't have to get tested for marijuana. It's one of those things of...
Yeah, but here's the thing, is that's really not, because that's coming out in the process and different things like that. So you're not really giving anything up of the truth that's going to come forward because of the research. So, that's sort of like giving you the, hey, I got a piece of cake here. Do you want it? Because I don't like carrot cake. You don't know that, but I think I'm being nice.
Right.
That's one of those things.
Well, he tells Cuban in that what you were reading, Paul. I don't know if you finished it, but he said maybe you could help me. This is going to cause more cancellations. Your reach is more. And he said, fair enough. Mark Cuban says, feel free to DM me. I'll always listen. But does this impact your decision to get vaccinated? And I don't think it does, because he says, eat better, drink water, exercise, and do what I think is necessary to be a healthy individual.
But here's the thing, what Pilar's brought up. Mark Cuban, who's very pro, and Cole Beasley, who's very not. The fact that they can be on opposite sides, and maybe if they do have a conversation, then things can progress. At least there's opening. They've opened up lines of communication, and through that, there's respect. You know what I mean? There's no swearing at each other and stuff like this. So hopefully, like he said, Mark Cuban's got a bigger reach, obviously being an owner and on Shark Tank and all that other stuff, and being a billionaire. But we'll see. Maybe this helps the process, because I'd be interested to hear Cole Beasley why he thinks it could lead to more non-games.
Well, he has said that.
No,
he said because it's going to spread more that way. You have people that are vaccinated with no restrictions, and so then they can still get COVID, and they're going to come back and just bring it to everybody. So he feels that by lifting the restrictions altogether, just because you're vaccinated, is going to cause more of a problem. And he gets a lot of grief. And one of the things that he did tweet to somebody who tweeted to him and said, "You make enough money, give some to people who really need it!" ! And he said, "Obviously, I don't really think they're going to give me anything." He's talking about Pfizer. It's not about money if I'm willing to play for free this year. Y'all are just sensitive as hell, and nobody can say anything these days. Everything is life and death with any issue to people. Amen. That's very true to that, too. But at the same point, you can't put your opinion out on a very sensitive subject and on a social platform and not expect to get a lot of backlash.
Of course.
That's just the way it is, right? But there is some truth to that. Everybody is so sensitive, and I have friends that when I talk to them, I tell them the second that they start either talking to me about politics or the vaccine, I tell them I need to either go do some housework. That's why you have kids.
No, that's why the baby, baby.
No, you go on your phone then, and you don't pay attention to them.
No, I tell them I need to either change the subject with you because I love you as a friend, and I feel that we're. What's that?
Like this mess?
That we're either going to I don't disagree, and I don't even share, I've said this before, I don't even share who I voted for with my husband.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know who he voted for. He doesn't know who I voted for. We can assume that maybe it's the same person.
Does he know you lost your ring?
Yes, he knows.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
Yes.
Does he know you ate pizza today?
He did not know that I ate pizza, but that's fine. I mean, but there's a lot of things that we share. But as far as politics, that's my business.
I'm surprised at that. I really am.
Really?
Yeah, my wife and I, we talk about everything. Everything. There's nothing off limits.
Maz told what to pick. You know how I know that, Pilar? Because so am I.
Actually, it's the other way.
Oh.
It's not. They come to me. My kids and my wife come to me for stuff like that because they really. My daughters pay way more attention than my wife does. My wife doesn't go on social media at all. She doesn't know what the hell.
That's why she's a general. She's
right.
Smart.
She digs it that way. People are like, did you see Facebook? She's like, no.
I don't care, right?
She has so many people trying to friend her on Facebook. She don't bother. She don't want to do that.
Right.
She doesn't like the phone. That's why.
I don't. Yeah.
Doesn't like the phone. She doesn't like all this social media stuff.
She's probably more productive.
She is. She's way more productive.
Probably more productive. But yeah, I mean, I just think that this is a very personal choice, and I think that it should be people's own opinions.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Did you guys discuss as a family if you're going to be vaccinated or not?
Of course, that we did.
Okay.
Well, because that was our children.
Now, what if he wanted to be vaccinated and you didn't?
If we saw it differently?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe,
I'm just, opposite.
Opposite. Then what we would have done is we would have done things my way. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally just kidding.
So let's say he wants to be vaccinated and you don't.
Then we would obviously done some research, and I would have asked him, why do you feel this way?
Research is over. Mm-hmm. He's made his choice. I want to go get vaccinated tomorrow, Pilar.
He can do whatever he wants. It's his body.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you.
You're talking about our kids.
Yeah, I'm talking about both of you as a family.
I think that, the kids can't get vaccinated. They're too young. Okay. But I honestly think that if we had a different point of view on vaccines for our children, a fair compromise would have been let's wait until they're a little bit older.
All right, forget the kids.
Okay.
Adults only, and you went to the doctor, and your doctor told you, I want you guys to get vaccinated.
And one of you said no, but because it was you already pretty much answered it. I'm thinking
it's the fact body,
and he would say to you, "It's your body.
It's your body, right? So, what I do to my body is my business.
Right.
What he does
then when
to
it comes to the
his.
kids, then you
both. That's different.
Right.
Kids are different.
Right.
I'm talking about adults.
No,
because I get the flu shot. My wife and my kids do not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're from Jersey. How many times you been in that water, bro? Lots.
A lot.
Right.
I'm just saying that's just one little thing. because there's some people that don't get the flu shot because they say you get the flu shot, but it's different strains of the flu out there. I mean, we could talk about this forever. I mean, this is your choice, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
I'm just asking you.
You got Fauci coming up?
No, we can move on. I just wanted to get your opinion.
I just think it's your own.
He did.
He did get mad at him.
Did he get mad at the Milwaukee people? 65,000 strong in the Deer District last night. Do you think any of them gave a damn about the vaccine last night?
I
don't know how many of them were vaccinated.
I saw 3 with masks.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, good for them. You know what I mean? Well, maybe they're the ones that. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore about this.
We're off the rails
as far as taking this back to Mark Cuban and Cole Beasley, I hope that it just gets to a point where athletes and media can just do what they want and what works for them, and throw stuff around and to get their way. Throw your water around. Throw your water around.
Oscar Costanza Mazaway move ever. Mikey TikTok. You lost the lemon, bro. You lost the lemon.
Tom Mazaway, you dropped your water. No big deal. Just shake it off, man. Just shake it off. No big deal. No big deal. All right. Let us know your thoughts. Should
that's why you're not allowed over at Drew's house.
Should Cole Beasley
Have you seen that place?
take Mark Cuban's deal, or is Mark Cuban out of line for even making him?
I think
that
it just
deal?
starts a conversation. Let's hope it starts a conversation.
I hope so too.
And because they've started it in the open, maybe they'll continue what they've done in the open. I mean, if it gets, that's all it is.
I'm a Mark Cuban guy. I dig Mark Cuban.
Well,
I love Mark Cuban.
He does it his way.
I wish he would own our teams.
He's got compassion. Right, he's got compassion. You can
He's
tell.
Smart.
You can tell.
Wish he owned the Pistons.
Well, he doesn't. Okay, he owns the Mavericks. All right, guys, keep letting us know your thoughts on our social media at Woodward Sports. When we come back, Good Morning Football on the NFL Network. Their crew picked players who are in the best situation going into this season and where they are in their career. We're going to check that out, and we're also going to give you our thoughts on who we think is in the best position going into the season this year based off where they are in their career when we come back. Nobody go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
You know why realtors love using Hall Financial as a lender? Because of our commitment to speed and service. We have nearly 4,000 five-star reviews already. Call today, 248-308-5000, or go to callhallfirst.com.
They just...
Oh, and the gold medal, goes to Fish. Fishy, gold medal, cleanup crew with the countdown.
Fish was he was like a pit crew.
8 seconds left, he was still there, and boom, back in the booth. Sorry to interrupt.
That's all right. You know what? You want a guy like Fish working.
Well, if you want to get slightly technical, there are a few ice cubes still there that I couldn't grab.
You know what? Legacy Partners should have you doing insurance, because that's what I want to tell you about. Our good friends at Legacy Partners Insurance. They're an independent agent. They get lots of quotes, and they make the carriers compete for your business. It's not easy shopping for insurance. Let them do it for you. Got a couple of calls today, as a matter of fact. Got the emails coming in. All you got to do is send me your declaration pages. I'll tell you about how to do it. They shop between 7 and 10 carriers for personal. Could be 50 carriers for commercial accounts for your businesses. They've been doing it for over 100 years, and you can trust their reputation. It's a no-brainer. Give them a call. 586-209-4106. Tell them you want to talk to Team Maz. Better yet, you can go to our landing page. It is legacypartnersins.com/Woodward Sports. You'll get to this landing page. You fill out your name, your email, your phone number, any way you want them to get in touch with you, and Team Maz will get back in touch with you, I promise. And all they're going to do is ask you for the little information, get some stuff for you, and it doesn't cost you a dime to get it checked. We just got Joey taken care of. Next up, Adam. That's right. The Sheik of the spreads. He's going to Legacy when I'm done with him. Don't forget, tell him Maz sent you. LegacyPartnersINS.com/Woodward Sports.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. So as the NFL season is approaching very, very quickly, Good Morning Football on the NFL Network, their crew picked the players who they thought were in the best situation based off of their career heading into the 2021 season. This is what they had to say.
All right, I'll jump right in. I'm going with Julio Jones. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Julio Jones is in the best situation. I know he's rocking the number 2, but I don't necessarily see him as the number 2 wide receiver. But when you have a guy like A.J. Brown, an absolute monster, Derrick Henry in the backfield, and Ryan Tannehill throwing you the rock, there will be games where you line up and the number 1 cornerback will be on A.J. Brown. So now for the first time in his career, Julio Jones is going to go up against second tier, maybe even third tier if you put him in the slot, which is crazy to think about. His size, his speed, and also the motivation to prove to everybody that I still got the juice. I know he's feeling a situation that he's never felt before, which is not being pressured to go in and week out to put up 200 yards.
I think you could say the same thing about this guy. How about Jadeveon Clowney? That's a clown.
Points for the clown. It's a great clown. Good job.
Not bad. Jadeveon Clowney goes to a team. He's never been opposite a pass rusher like a Myles Garrett before. He's never been a part of a defense probably that had as good a corners as Cleveland has. The fact that they're going to be a good team, they're going to have leads. He's going to get pass rush opportunities. And the biggest thing, we say it every year with Clowney, he's healthy. He was cleared months ago from the meniscus surgery that he underwent. Should be full go when training camp opens here. You never know with Clowney. We know that he's uber talented. We also know that he gets beat up year in and year out. But could this be the year that you have that type of explosive season and he capitalizes there with the Browns?
There you go. You had Nate Burleson picking Julio Jones, Tom Pelissero picking Jadeveon Clowney. We'll get the other two in a minute. What'd you think of those two, Pilar?
I mean, well, I love Julio Jones. I hate to see him in a different uniform because I thought he would actually be the guy that would retire with the Falcons. But I think he is in a great position. I love that offense. I love everything about that.
And Clowney, Mac, going to the Brownies?
I don't know how much he's got left in the tank, so everything they're talking about, he'll need.
But they won't use him a lot, I don't think. They'll use him.
I don't like that. I love the Julio Jones. That was the one that I thought of just because you might see him face less doubles. He's got A.J. Brown on the other side. Yep. Tannehill's, this might be it, but him, it's all health. So
all right, let's go back to the show. Good Morning Football. Got a couple more picks here. Then we'll give you ours.
Good call on Clowney, and it's a great drawing. It's a tough act to follow, and I don't love doing this, but here's my situation. I'm going to go with Brady.
Pretty good.
I'm sitting here binging, do goats have tails? I didn't want to get it wrong. Can we have a real conversation? Is this the best team Brady's ever returned to? I think it is. And listen, Patriots fans can fight all day and pull up examples from 15 years ago. Just the defense, the wideouts, I don't think there's ever been a better situation, including now coming off the non-COVID offseason, more or less. I think this is the greatest thing he's ever returned to in 20-something years. And it's just like the rich get richer, Adams. I can't even believe it.
Are you mad your goat didn't really have a good effect because the clown was so good? I'd be mad.
He was going after Vince Carter in the dunk contest. Like, I could still have a 9, but, I mean, that's a great clown.
I just feel like you're really showing up Peter Schrager, who's that's...
Oh, Peter's terrible.
Yeah, not the... My favorite draw.
He's still asleep right now.
He's my favorite draw.
But, Adams,
that's not a bad pick either. I mean, let's face it, the whole team is back.
Right.
The whole freaking Buccaneers team is back.
Everybody
Think of the
is
difference
back.
how we're talking about Brady entering this year than we were entering last year or even throughout the season or whatever. And now it's looking like that. Those are absolute facts. They returned everybody. He looks motivated. You hear him playing catch with Edelman and
Scotty Miller?
No, the other guy.
Gronk?
No, Danny Amendola.
Oh.
Okay.
The two names that are, his guys, like in the summertime. So
there's two schoolyard guys.
We saw him in the big match, him and Aaron Rodgers whipping it around. I mean, he's having so much fun.
He's making jokes
so
at the White House.
To Joe Biden,
that
president.
He needs to explain.
Sleepy Tom and Sleepy Joe.
Yep. No, I think that's... What does he have to lose now? Last year he had a lot to prove, and this year he's got nothing to lose.
But
nothing
he's going
to
back
lose,
to
and
the
just
team that they
team.
know it's not learning each other. Him and Arians
Right.
don't have to go through that rough patch that they did. It's already now still in the honeymoon, so we'll see how long it lasts. But that's a great pick. And
We got some-
do goats have tails? I think they do.
They do.
Yeah.
They got DeAndre Swift here in the in our Twitter
Yes.
followers. We got Penny Sewell. It says Nate Burleson always picks an offensive player, mostly a wide receiver. But, picking Julio Jones is pretty good. Joey 2 times says Cam Akers, but too bad Cam Akers is gone. Joey, are you just fooling around?
He's just making jokes.
Are you fooling around? I thought you meant
He's
Cam.
In the best.
I thought you meant the Cam.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
I did at first too when you were reading it, but nah, he's making jokes. Akers is going to be sitting
So we
on
gotta
the
give ours.
sideline. So, yes, we will be giving you guys our picks when we come back. Nobody go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
Morning, Art. Morning, DMac.
To win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time?
Then watch as we turn this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
Watch the Call Sam Chopper Shop on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live from MyBookie Studios. I'm Pilar Laster with Tom Mazaway and DMac. Make sure that you are joining in on all the conversations on our social media at Woodward Sports, and also that you are downloading our app if you have not done that. If you have, hey, send your friends over to the App Store, to the Android Store, and tell them to download our Woodward Sports Network app. And also, guys, you guys can give us a call, 313-552-6322. You can actually give us a call right now if you would like to be our qualifier today for a huge $25,000 Kick for Crypto promo. All you have to do is give us a call. That's 313-552-6322. Or, heck, we're going to open it up to our social media. What's our crypto?
Crypto Giannis.
Crypto Giannis. There you go. And I
Friday's
just
the day.
You don't even have to. Yep, you don't even have to spell Giannis's name right.
Yeah,
You can
we'll
spell
figure it out.
phonetically. We'll know
Some
what
of us
you
can't
mean.
pronounce it right, so why would
You'll
they have to
know.
spell
We'll
it?
know what you mean. So
Friday's
hit us
the
up
final.
at Woodward Sports.
At Imagine Novi at the Fountain Walk this Friday at 3 o'clock. All the finalists will be there. You'll get to have your prizes that you picked. And then we'll pick the 10 finalists at 3:30. And at 4 o'clock live, you're going to be on the hook. We're going to have the video right from there to see who can kick that ball into the Zot Jeep trunk and get that $25K in crypto coming up this Friday. So get it in at Crypto Giannis. Let me give you a quick update here before we get to our picks for best NFL player this year in the best situation. Brought to you by mybookie.ag. Use the promo code Woodward. They'll match your first deposit halfway up to $1,000. You can still bet baseball. NBA is done, but football is only 15 days away. Tigers and Rangers again tonight. Beautiful night. I'm going to be down there watching this one. Matt Manning against Jordan Lyles at Comerica, 7-10. Tigers won their 5th in a row last night. They beat them 4-1. Nomar Mazara, he is on waivers. The Tigers have requested an unconditional release of Nomar Mazara. Bucks over the Suns, we told you about that. Congrats to Milwaukee. The champion for the first time in 50 years. They beat Phoenix 105-98 in Game 6 of the Finals. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 50 points, named the MVP. The Seattle Kraken will unveil their team roster 4 hours from now. But we have the names for you for at least 28 of these teams. There's only like 1 or 2 teams missing, and we'll tell you about that. Mac has got all the inside info on that. And 32 years ago today, Mike Tyson and Carl the Truth Williams going at it.
Also keep that right hand up and watch Tyson's left hook. Which is a powerful punch.
That's it. Let him go. All right, that's it. I'm here. Let him go. Get back.
And that's it. Hope you got to hear that. It was Carl Williams hitting the deck 92 seconds into the fight. Mike Tyson wins it. And guess what, Mac?
What?
His next fight turned his career around.
Who? Mike's? Buster Douglas?
Buster Douglas.
Yep. So that was the previous. So he was on the downward spin then. So.
Yep. No doubt about it. So there you go. 32 years, man.
That's
Woo!
crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, guys. So before the break, we saw a clip from the NFL Network's Good Morning Football crew giving us their picks on who they thought was the player that, based off of where they are in their career, are going into the best situation for this up and coming season. So we're going to do that, and we encourage you guys to play along on our social media. I like a lot of people are giving Justin Herbert a lot of love with his young receiving core and Cook at tight end in the red zone. I mean, Justin Herbert is young. He's got a lot to prove, but he is certainly in a great position. That is for sure. Guys, who do y'all have?
Go ahead, Mac.
I would have said before Cam Akers got hurt, probably Matthew Stafford more than anything else. And that, not for stats, for wins, but since Akers is hurt, that hinders the situation until no further. But I'll take it back down to Ford Field and TJ Hawkinson, with everything from winning the belt this summer, from last year's performance to, I think that he's going to be an integral part for Jared Goff as a safety valve, just the same way St. Aubin coming in can be a relief like Cooper Kupp was for him in L.A. So I think Hawk's going to have a breakout year, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's at the top of the he's tons of great tight ends in this league, especially with even another one coming in, Kyle Pitts. So, but I expect Gronk to be up there and be a valuable part of this offense this year.
All right, man. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Me too.
I like J.K. Dobbins of the Ravens. Second year, last year, 9 touchdowns. You know, he had 1,200 yards combined between rushing and pass catching. I love this kid. And they don't work them too much. They got Gus Edwards in the backfield as well. You got Lamar Jackson, who's like a running back. I like where the Ravens are this year. I think they're going to be right where they want to be this year. And I like J.K. Dobbins to have a breakout year, not only in the real football, but in fantasy football as well.
Oh, there you go.
Where would it,
well, don't we all? Don't we all?
Is Dobbins a top 10 draft guy? Or
no, I don't think he's top 10 yet. No, I don't think so.
Just because he doesn't
he's going to be more of a
much?
backup. Yeah,
right.
You're going to take him as a backup. I'm going to say Kyler Murray, and I know that I've been talking about the Arizona Cardinals a lot. I've said that they're. I really do, and I think it's because nobody's really talking about them. I think that Arizona has done a really great job about just keeping quiet and the attention and the pressure off of them, but they've done a lot of sneaky moves over this offseason. The addition of A.J. Green. I mean, it's been so quiet. Did you even know that A.J. Green has made a move? No.
J.J. Watt, too.
J.J. Watt made the move. So now Kyler Murray's got DeAndre Hopkins to throw to that they picked up last year. He's got A.J. Green. Christian Kirk is still there. So I really do like what the Arizona Cardinals have done, and I love the amount of weapons that they've already been able to give Kyler Murray last year and what they've done this year. Then they also brought in James Conner. And I know James Conner right now is listed as their backup. Right, he's always banged up, but when that guy is on the field, he is able to move the chains. So I really like that addition as well. So I'm going to say Kyler Murray.
Nice.
I like that pick.
Yeah.
I think we all did pretty well. Now all I got to do is play the games.
Right?
That's
right.
it.
And play up to our expectation.
How about kicker? You didn't pick a kicker.
I did not pick a kicker. Are we going to talk some kicker talk now?
Yeah, go for it.
So, what was it, over the weekend?
Yeah.
Was it weekend news? Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, there's nothing worse than losing your phone, right? Getting your car stolen. Because it's just things like that you're like, oh, what's in it? It's not even...
Your wallet.
Yeah,
sometimes you don't even know what cards you have in your wallet.
I don't even care about the wallet. I don't care about.
Really?
That's more of a pain in the butt, but it's along those lines, right?
Yeah.
It's along those lines of, I got to go apply for a new driver's license. I got to call and cancel all my credit cards. It's just the nuance of everything, right? I mean, everything can be replaced, but you're looking, your phone gets broken, all the pictures, all those things, your contacts, your passcodes, that sucks. Your car gets broken, it's what's in there, right? I mean, geez, if somebody ran off with my car, I wouldn't care, but some of my kids' toys that are in there, they'd have a mental breakdown, my goodness. So recently, Falcons kicker Young Wei Koo's Jeep was stolen, and all he wants back are his cleats.
And he's begging the robbers. Listen, I don't care. You got the Jeep, keep it. Just give me back my cleats so I can start kicking again and getting ready for the season.
I mean,
I love that.
Sucks, man. Your favorite pair of shoes, your favorite pair of skates, or whatever like this.
And then too, DMac, I mean, you're an athlete. You were a professional athlete at one point. You have, I'm sure, superstitious thoughts on whether it's your hockey stick or your skates or something. And what was it if it was
or what
lost?
you're smoking?
Yeah, well, the only reason they were in his car is because it's off season, so he's got to kick with them. They're not, at the rink or at the practice facility. But yeah, I mean, that's just an invasion of privacy, and that's what really bothers me. It's like being it's not a good thing, right? You like feel violated.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And then you add on the fact that the bullshit you're gonna make me go through to get everything back, that just makes me even angrier. Like that's where that old saying, Matt, is that us hockey players, we may forgive, but we'll never forget.
I have a friend that...
That's why I carry around this coast. Go to coastportland.com, WSN20.
I had a friend, her name was Patty. She came over the other day, and I'm in the pool. My wife's in the pool. We're just hanging out. And she comes in the back, and she's doing something for Lily's for her graduation party, which we want to say thank you to Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
So I kind of I sprayed her with a water gun. Okay? I kind of got her shirt wet and stuff. She went in my house.
Oh, boy.
As she was going in, she's like, okay, I'm going in your office. I'm like, no, don't go in there. She swears she took something from my office.
I didn't tell you what it was.
So now...
And didn't tell you what it was. Oh, this is the best because these are people who truly know. Yeah. And you know what? Your shenanigans, Maz. How many times have you squirted Kathy or what's your
Patty?
Patty before?
Patty Greenan.
Patty, she finally had enough. And she went in and she knew because it would bother you so much. And you haven't figured it out yet.
I kind of thought I do.
You know it?
My Comerica Park brick. That we have bricks down there.
Yeah.
When Comerica opened, we you donate some money and you have your brick down there on the Walk of Fame.
Family name.
So I have my baseball equals life, Tom Mazaway, blah blah blah. My wife got it for me. So they give you a duplicate brick, and I have it on my windowsill alongside my Ford Field brick.
Okay.
And it's missing. Now listen, I went to her and I'm like, listen, you little bee, I know you have my brick. Give it back. And she's like, what are you talking about? I don't have your brick. And now it's screwed up because, we had to redo the house, paint and all of that, so I had to put everything away. So I'm thinking, did I put it away? I think she has it. I don't know what the hell she has, to be perfectly honest. So it's killing me.
The mind games, that's the best.
It's killing me.
That's straight up from The Art of War.
What's that teach you?
That's some good
Don't
stuff.
Be squirting.
Do you know, at one time, and this was really funny, but not funny, my husband was bugging me. He was kind of just, I don't know, golf sometimes gets on my nerves, right? So I took his phone and I changed his passcode and I didn't tell him. And he was going nuts not being able to get into his phone. And he was like, I can't remember my passcode. I can't remember.
You son of a gun, you. You are a real little bee.
Drove him nuts. I mean, and it was eating me up inside because I just wanted to laugh and tell him okay, I did it. But then I didn't want to get in trouble because it was like the joke had gone a little too far. I was giving him a little bit too much mental anguish.
So you knew his code.
Of course, I knew his code.
Do you know it now?
Yeah.
Oh shit! If I was him, I would have changed that damn code.
He knows my code. I know his code. But that was funny.
Before all the passcodes, or if you leave your phone open, we'll change the language to Chinese.
Oh, that's funny too.
Well, it's funny because you got to know. then the only thing it's like playing old video games and knowing what the code is on how you got there to get it out. So that's a Chris Osmond.
So you know his passcode, but you don't know who he voted for.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, I'm starting to get. It's all starting to come together.
That makes no
for me.
sense to me.
It's all
Yes,
starting
it
to come
does.
together for me.
Guys, who you vote for? Don't you remember when you were in?
No, it's your wife and your husband.
Yeah,
you
but it
tell people. It's common sense.
No, you don't tell people. That's actually why it's a secret ballot. It's a secret ballot.
Oh my God.
Okay. I get you don't tell it, but you tell your family.
Yes.
No,
your
it's a
family
secret ballot.
should know.
It's a secret ballot. It's
secret
your vote.
It is your vote.
It's your vote.
But
it's your
also,
business.
but you should know who your family votes for because you don't want it offsetting and then your family technically didn't vote because it just offset.
If you don't
Well,
know,
but that's
then
not-
you can.
that's-
Then there's no fighting.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes things like much easier that way.
That's why you don't talk politics or religion at the dinner table.
Absolutely, or
the virus.
But it creates more turmoil because
No, it
then
doesn't.
no.
Out of sight, out of
Listen,
mind.
because then you can start assuming, and then you fight because you assume this guy voted for this guy, and maybe he didn't do a good job, so then you start punching people. A fight breaks out, you divorce,
I don't care who Tom voted for.
and then you realize he was lying to you because he thought you voted for the other person,
But it
you
doesn't
didn't.
matter. It doesn't matter. I'm entitled to my vote. I can vote for whoever I want.
Yes.
Y'all can vote for whoever
I know,
you want.
but I
That's
want to
not
know
my business.
who you voted for and why.
Well, why?
Because you're my wife.
But it doesn't matter.
Whoa.
We watch TV together. We watch movies together.
So you need to know.
I would want to know who my
When she
partner
goes
voted
to the
for.
bathroom, do you want to know if she peed or pooped?
That's
I can tell.
different. They're not the same thing.
You can assume. You can assume.
You know what else we're going to fight about? I think it's a
about?
crock of shit. We're going to fight over junk food because what's today, Mac?
Today's National Junk Food Day.
Everybody, get your junk food ready.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here, let me segue this with your favorite soda or pop,
soda,
your candy bar, and your deep fried food.
Oh my goodness, I had so much fun
All
putting
right,
mine
guys.
together.
You
Y'all
heard it.
Don't go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
What's up, everybody? DMac here for 8 Mile Vodka. Born in Detroit, made in Detroit. Yes, 90-liter, aerated, carbon-filtered barrels for this fine liquid of vodka. Award-winning sippers. Yes, made in the heart of the D. You too can have this. Go to any Meyer, any bar in your area and ask for 8 Mile Vodka if you do drink responsibly. Pilar's on the wagon, that's why I didn't mention it.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports
Is that junk
Network.
food, too? Is that considered junk food?
No, that's poison.
All right.
I mean,
that's poison to me.
I mean, to some. To
me,
some,
yeah.
it's not.
I'll tell you what, that was the most popular
Hey.
drink at Lily's graduation party for the adults.
8 Mile
on Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yep.
8 Mile Vodka?
Sure was.
I love that.
Sure was.
Wow.
Went through a few bottles.
Way to represent. I wish
hear
that I
it's
knew.
good.
I wish that they would have been around when I
So
got
do I.
married. When I
They
got
were
married.
around, a bunch of years
we
ago.
went we went through so much vodka at my wedding to the point where when you run out of alcohol at a wedding, you just pick a different drink, right? Or you just
You keep
stop. Yeah, right. The
you
guys
drink
at our
whatever's
wedding,
left.
when we ran out, they ended up making a booze run to go get more vodka.
Oh, wow.
The amount of alcohol that was at my wedding was crazy.
Lemonade went big. Lemonade and vodka must be the new drink or something, but that was the biggest
amazing.
mixer. That was the biggest
Well,
mixer.
it was outside.
Yeah.
You had the sun out. Wasn't
Yep.
raining.
We had a great
That's
day.
some good stuff. So, hey, before we get to our National Junk Food Day celebration,
Andrew.
Oh, I know that there's other big breaking news, but I just wanted to congratulate Jay Leno. It just came across right now on the Detroit Free Press on my app that Automotive Hall of Fame to induct Jay Leno, industry leader.
Well, they need a car back. He's got all the cars.
He's got them all.
Ever seen his garage? Like, he's got every car from everywhere. That's awesome because that's like me with weed, him with cars.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing.
You have the Weed Hall of Fame.
I'm trying to get there, man.
You should have.
You should have.
You'll get there.
Where are you going to put it? Is it going to be in?
What's that?
Where are you going to have it? Where's the Weed Hall of Fame going to be?
I'm not creating the Weed Hall of Fame.
Why not? You gotta.
No, I don't have to. It's probably already created.
All right.
We'll just get there. Don't worry.
Yeah, he'll get there.
Try in Amsterdam.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. All right, so also more relevant news. We're gonna go over to Andrew.
What do you got?
Well, just announced that Texas and Oklahoma want to be out of the Big 12 and go to the SEC. Reported by the Houston Chronicle today.
Wow, that would shake things up. I'll tell you what, man.
Now, what's the process of them doing that?
I don't know. What?
Can I add that, okay, I feel like this happens every single year. Teams want to get out. Does it happen? No. So until we actually get to the part where it could happen.
Hey, how about this, Fish?
I just learned what Fish doesn't like. That was senseless update. You
I know.
just ruined
That was
Fish's
amazing.
mojo.
Listen to me.
Because last year it was Ohio State and a few other Big Ten teams wanting to leave because obviously they canceled their season.
Yeah.
Did it happen? It did not.
Fish. Andrew, get that bullshit out of here.
No, I mean, I appreciate him giving news.
How about
Andrew,
this?
appreciate
Listen to me.
that.
I got it figured.
You got
These are your conferences going forward.
Okay.
East, West, North, and South. Okay? Those are your conferences.
That's too simple because
that makes too much
sense.
sense.
Okay, that's your conferences.
Yeah, but then where do you rank like the lower teams, like
I
the
don't
South
care.
Alabama?
They can do their own thing. I don't give a damn. They can have their own
Eastern
thing.
Washington.
If he says he don't give a damn, people, he really don't give a damn.
I mean, come on with these
Memphis.
conferences.
Come on.
Give me a break.
Come on.
I think it's a crock
games,
of
not
shit.
Championship games. We got 8
Listen,
teams now. We got this. We got that.
They got the Big East in basketball.
UCF.
Tell them,
It's not the true. It's not the true Big East.
Not the true.
They screwed it.
They screwed it hard.
You're correct, Maz. I agree
Don't
with you
give
on
me
that
the
one.
Big East now.
I agree with you, Maz.
Let's go,
He's
hookers.
from there.
What is Syracuse doing in the ACC?
I don't know. They
Up
don't
there
deserve
in
to
New
be in
York,
there.
near Rochester. They
I
could
agree with
almost
that.
fall off the freaking bridge.
Give me a break. Because people
Gosh, can't handle
nowadays
that. No
are
respect for the
idiots.
East
Yes,
side.
they are, Maz.
There's your
North,
conferences.
South, East, West.
Give me 16 teams and give me 4 conferences.
Ooh,
I think it's a
16
crock
and 4.
of shit.
The rest of them, do what you need to
So,
do.
but okay, so they're trying to make they did conferences to make it balanced, right? So you'd have good teams. So now in the Big Ten or the Midwest Conference, as you'd call it, they would have crap games, but it'd be conference games. You'll see Michigan versus Western Michigan.
You know why this
or
is
Michigan
changed?
versus Ohio.
You know why this is different, right? Fish. You know why this is going to be different?
Okay.
It's because of the NIL. Now you're gonna move. You're gonna move around to see where boosters are. Now money's gonna move and stuff like this. You just hear different things coming out of, here out of Alabama that their quarterback's getting offered up to almost 7 figures. But
he hasn't played yet.
But he doesn't have to. That goes to show you how it's gonna. I asked Coach Campy. I ran into Coach Campy of Oakland U, and I said, "Does this help or hurt your program?" He says, "Unfortunately, we don't have the boosters. It hurts. It kills." So.
All Nick Saban's got to say is, "Hey, my quarterback just made $1 million last year. You want to go play?
Right.
You want to go play at Michigan? They're giving $10 a jersey out.
Yeah.
My guy's making $1.5 million here. Mm-hmm. Guess who's going to get the player?
So when you say that, like the 16, it'd be nice to go because there'd be like Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
There would be like 16 of the big boys, whatever else, and then everybody filters in.
That's it.
More to Maz. That's closer than it is further away.
I know that.
Because of the NIL. Because that's how you're going to you're going to corral all the money is going to be in there, and then on the outskirts you're going to have everybody else.
You have to.
The crazy thing too is that
because of the rules.
Correct.
But the crazy thing is that these athletes, these young athletes, are signing a crazy amount of money, and they're just getting offered all kinds of contracts and under the new NIL rules. But the scary part, and I can't remember who it was that I saw. Somebody on Twitter was showing some of the contracts that are being presented to these young players, and they're taking their name, their likeness, their images, their voice, and pretty much owning it forever. So they need to be very careful in what they're signing, and they need to make sure that, hey, just because you're signing multiple deals, some of them don't really know what they're even signing and what they're getting into, and it could be very damaging to them in the long run if they do become professional athletes.
Well, that's
so
the whole
this
thing
gets
is
a
why
little
don't
crazy.
not tell me what, tell me who, and representation. And
That's the
different
thing.
things
They
like
need to
that.
go to
So
honest representation, and I think that
Well, that's the part
there's
of it,
gonna
too.
right. Making sure you got the right agent, or at very least taking it to an entertainment attorney and making sure that you're protecting yourself. Fish, what do you have for us?
For once, I'm going to throw the show on track, or at least I think it's on track. Today is, along with it being National Junk Food Day, it's National Hot Dog Day.
I told Mac that.
Absolutely.
Give me my Nathan's hot dog. I know. What's the big one here?
Coney?
In Detroit? No.
American?
No. The hot dog brand. The
Oh.
name of the hot dog.
Dearborn.
Ballpark? Oh.
Kogel. Dearborn.
Kowalski.
I think Kogel is the big one
Kogel's
here.
one, Kowalski's
Yeah.
one.
I
You
like
can't
my
tell me
Nathan.
I like Dearborn sausage.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't tell me what is a good and not good sausage, Tom.
It's a hot
even though I
dog,
did
not
have
a
the street
sausage.
tacos
I'm gonna
down
tell
there.
you, if you want to
DMac is National Hot Dog Day, not Sausage Day. Sorry
the
to
same?
burst
Okay.
your bubble.
Listen, if y'all want a really good
they're not the
sausage to
same.
put in a
Goddamn
hot dog
technicality.
bun, try the meatless one from Beyond Beef.
Oh,
Oh
that
my God,
sounds
it's
delicious.
so
That's
good.
great. Okay,
No,
let's get
it's
to the
so
junk
good,
food. Speaking
guys.
of junk food,
It's so
I
good.
want. Can I have a real hot dog for once instead of these
You can,
Beyond
but you should
Meat
try one.
hot
You should try it.
dogs?
It's
Well,
really
what's the
good.
one Sean loves?
It's
Sean,
really good.
Sean and Davey Hub from the butchery, they grilled up the best hot dog I've ever had. And I forgot the name of it.
Ooh, what
Anyone
was it?
out there in Hookerland, if you remember what Shawnee B.
Is it the Piedmontese?
Yes, the Piedmont.
That it?
Good job.
The what?
Excellent job, Fish. The
The what?
Piedmontese or something like
What's a
that.
Piedmont tea?
It's some brand
it's a
of
type
meat.
of hot dog. It's a phenomenal hot dog.
It's a brand of meat that they put in the hot dog. They also have it in meat too.
What did you say, Andrew? It's a leaner meat. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Leaner wiener.
Yeah, so you have your traditional hot
let's-
dogs, and then you break it
Hey,
down
did you
into
hear our
like
boy
the
Ryan this
Angus
morning?
hot dog,
Tom?
less fat hot dog, more fat.
I
Did
see.
I hear who?
I see.
Our boy Ryan Armani today
No.
on Fox.
What did he say?
The morning. No, but he said that he could get blindfolded maybe next week. If he was blindfolded, he could tell Lafayette, American,
International?
name
Wow.
Kirby. National,
Oh,
and
wow.
there's another one that he said if
He's
you name
full
all
of it.
four in front of him,
He's full of
five
it.
of them. Well, next week he might do it.
He just wants
so-
to eat them.
I get it. They were sampling 100 years of.
I like it.
Of
So
White
hey,
Castle.
National Junk Food Day.
Hey, listen, he knows
That's
his
what I was
American.
segueing
Okay.
into, Fish. That's
So,
what White Castle is.
I was gonna say on Pinterest, I actually saw, because it is National Junk Food Day. On Pinterest, I actually saw somebody who put that their favorite was a deep fried White Castle burger. Whoa. So I haven't even had a White Castle burger.
Oh, you
but
poor
from what
kid.
I hear,
Have you really not had White
poor
Castle?
kid.
Well, that makes sense.
no. Well, they also they also have some of them with the Impossible Burger.
See, if you,
There's just,
if,
I just haven't.
I'm
I just don't know where
surprised
one
at
is.
your
Maz, you've
wedding
had White Castle, right?
reception, it didn't, because most weddings around
Fish,
here
really?
Around
end
here I've
with
got-
Yeah,
with
yes,
a,
okay.
like
Of course.
Okay.
150 slider, because
Yeah.
they got 30 packs.
We had
Look at
Green
me.
Lantern
I-
pizza late at
Oh,
night.
that is.
It was pretty legit.
Pepperoni.
Hey, we're all talking on
kinds of
top of
stuff.
each other here.
I know.
That's how the show
Well, I
normally
was talking
goes.
first.
Okay.
All
sorry.
right. Okay. So let's get to our favorite.
Serenity now!
Hold on
Yeah,
before we
thank
do.
you. Okay, that's why we're talking all over
We're
each other.
going to do
because we
this,
don't
and
stay
then
on
we're going to
track.
come back after the break and do our junk food. But Giannis went out for a little meal last night. Didn't he, Alex? Alex's edition?
Yeah, he did. Here we go.
Babe, what are we going to order?
Great
Say it
intro.
again, the order? 50 piece?
I'm ordering chicken minis, but
50
they
piece
still have them.
McNugget or 50 piece chicken minis? Or barbecue chicken?
They don't have barbecue chicken.
Okay, 50 piece McNugget with half Sprite, half lemonade?
Yes, no worries.
Okay. Okay, sweetie, no sweetie? Sweetie? Chick-fil-A sauce? No? No chicken.
You like Chick-fil-A sauce?
Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
Where was he? Was he at McDonald's or was he at Chick-fil-A?
I think he was at Chick-fil-A.
It sounded Chick-fil-A.
But sweet, he asked for a sweet tea. They got that at Chick-fil-A?
I couldn't tell you.
I think
but
they do.
Yeah.
I know they have iced tea at Chick-fil-A.
Now put up that picture I sent you of the this is I found this today in sports. They're real fun on Twitter. Look at there's the country, and it tells you what fast food is the most loved in all of the states. And Michigan has got McDonald's. Look at all of those deep red states. Those are all Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
What's the yellow in the West Coast? Is that
In-N-Out?
In-N-Out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In-N-Out? Hawaii? What's Hawaii got?
Sonic.
McDonald's.
But Sonic is
New Mexico.
New Mexico. What's Alaska? Zaxby's?
No, Alaska's McDonald's. Hawaii is, I think it's
Alaska's
Zaxby's.
McDonald's. What's Hawaii?
I think it's Zaxby's.
How about Wisconsin next to us, left of us?
That's Culver's.
Culver's.
with
What's
their
in Seattle
butter
and
burgers.
Washington up on the west?
Washington is Dick's, I think it says, or something.
Oh, is that the? I think that's a barbecue chain, maybe.
Dick's Last Resort.
No, but that's a good place to go.
So-
Do they still have those?
They had the best boneless ribs.
So it looks like our favorite
Well,
is
let me
Mickey
tell you
D's.
something. If I
Alex,
had to
what's
pick one,
Oregon?
Chick-fil-A,
I can't tell.
Okay.
In-N-Out, and Sonic, those are all kind of neck and neck to me.
All right.
I used
and
to
then
work at
New
Sonic.
Jersey is Wendy's, Maz.
Okay.
It is?
Yeah, look at you.
Oh, look at my little New Jersey over there.
Oh, it's so little. You don't even see
Oh,
it.
it's so
Look at
little,
that.
man.
Except it's the most populated state in the country,
It's
the
so
most densely
little.
populated state in the
Wow.
country.
Yeah, the most densely
Populated
people
state in the country.
The most dense.
No, they're
people
not
in
dense,
the country.
Mac. They're just a lot of people.
Oh,
densely
not dumb
populated.
people. No,
All
They're
right,
not
hey
dense.
I
guys,
thought you
we're
said
gonna
the
give
most
you
dense people. I know, I'm kidding.
We're going to give you our favorite junk food to celebrate National Junk Food Day. When we come back, you guys keep them coming on our social media because we love it. I love these fried Oreos. It's making
Five
me
Guys is up
hungry.
here.
Oh,
Jake.
Five Guys.
Ryan loves Culver's.
Y'all don't go anywhere. You're tuning into The Hook on Woodward Sports Network.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. So yes, my friends, it is National Junk Food Day, and we want to know, what is your favorite junk food? You can hit us up on social media at Woodward Sports or give us a call, 313-552-6322. Make us salivate with your yummy, yummy junk food. So for me, I'm going to say my favorite, what do you have them in order of? Food first, and then soda, drink, and candy bar. Okay, so here's my favorite. My favorite junk food has got to be fried Cinnabons. That's a real thing, and they are dope.com. My favorite drink is going to be a root beer float, and my favorite candy bar is going to be the Butterfinger. All right, who's up next?
I'm up next.
All right.
Favorite drink? How could it not be a Coke? Give me a Coke and a smile all day long. Favorite candy?
Is your favorite junk food drink? Because I know your favorite real drink is water.
Yes, of course. M&M's is my favorite candy, of course, and pizza is my favorite food of all time. But fried food, I love those mozzarella sticks.
Ooh, those are good. Hey, you know what else is really good that I didn't know about until I moved to Michigan?
Fish like them too.
What do y'all think was something I learned about fried food when I moved to Michigan? Y'all,
you gotta eat it.
Eat it with marinara.
No.
Oh. Ranch.
Fried
I love grilled cheese.
pickles
Thanks,
is
Maz.
a thing. Hey, I saw somebody on Instagram. They did a fried grilled cheese.
I love grilled cheese.
I mean, yeah,
How do you
doesn't that
eat
sound
grilled cheese?
amazing?
Deep fried grilled cheese, you mean?
Deep fried. Oh yeah, deep fried grilled cheese. Right.
Fried
battered
onions.
and
Yes.
everything.
All right.
Mac, you're up.
So, for me, my drink is Mountain Dew. Or Moon Mist, or I really like that too. But Mountain Dew, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, obviously the chocolate, and French fries. It's one of those fries.
Pass those fries over.
Things I love.
Pass those fries over.
Just wait. They're still hot, like McDonald's fry. And if the fries are done right, like even at the the Tellway or whatever, the little slider place, you know, that's on every Hunter's or even like Hunter House next door. Their fries, when they're done right, great. Crinkle fries, all that stuff.
Best chili cheese fries national.
I air fry more French fries than anything.
You like steak fries or skinny fries? Curly?
I like them all, but they have to be done. They can't be
well done.
No, they have to be well done. They have to be They have to be done more than underdone, right? I don't want the steak fry. I don't want it open and be. I want it to be a little bit.
You like chili
crispier.
cheese fries?
Red Robin has got the great.
Those are the steak fries.
That's what I'm saying. So that's so I'm. If you go there and you're about the different fry, right? Like, what's your staple fry? Right? Like
steak fry.
So staple fries you can get everywhere.
You like chili cheese fries?
I'll eat
I won't ask you.
I do like chili
You
cheese
do?
fries. Yeah, I
National
do.
Coney Island, I think, makes them hands down the best. Hands down.
I can probably concur.
Fish,
Can't
what do you
really
like?
remember 'cause
What's your
you're so
candy,
drunk,
soda,
you know.
candy, soda, and fried
Well,
food?
not shocking to you guys. I'm not a huge soda person
Okay.
or a
Then give us your
dessert
favorite
person.
drink then.
But if there's any go-to drink, Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Would be the go-to.
That's right. We figured out you were a pepper.
A lot of restaurants don't have it, so I'd probably go Coke.
My daughters love Dr. Pepper. One likes Dr. Pepper, one likes Sprite.
They're good people.
One likes water.
Candy. Ooh. Probably like a chocolate cake. Oh, actually, I have one. A hot cookie.
Okay.
Ooh, that one's good. I mean,
It's not
you
a
can't
candy,
beat-
but okay.
You can't beat like
No,
a
it's not
warm
a candy.
cookie.
Damn it.
How about a Kit
remember-
Kat?
Crunch bar.
Oh, the Crunch
Nestle's
bar.
Crunch Bar.
Nestle
I'm a big
bar.
Crunch person.
I remember when I was a kid, the best thing about being in school was waking up from a nap to freshly cooked Otis Spunkmeyer cookies and milk.
Delicious.
I mean, waking up from a nap in the middle of the day from that, I mean, oh my goodness. Jenna on social media says, my best friend got pissed at her husband one night when he and his cousin were drunk and deep fried lasagna she made.
Ooh.
And then Snickers afterward.
Oh,
That's
delicious. Deep fried
amazing.
Snickers are
Mac,
great.
what'd you give me today to hold me over till the pizza came?
Listen, sneakers don't work on Maz. He's like super hangry and stuff like that.
Today I had a bad migraine
listen,
day.
He almost blew up, right? So I had to go into the bag of tricks, and I know
Deep
you guys
down.
are thinking it's cannabis, but it's not. Had to go with the Hershey's almond chocolate bar.
Oh,
Yes,
was that
I threw
good?
some nuts in, and on Maz isn't responsible enough not to scarf it, so there was an outside chance we'd have to give him the Heimlich, but he did well. It held him over until the pizza came.
And everyone can go to the Hook Twitter after the show, and I have the video reaction.
Is it up?
It's very funny.
Yeah, and so Alex, we realized that the Hook Woodward Sports on Twitter app has not been having content as much. So we're going to try to put content up before every show, right? Or
Yes.
of the
I
day
love
show
that.
or whatever.
I
like
was
that.
going to post it before the show, but then the pizza came. And
yes.
shout out Papa
and
Romanos.
so it's Maz's kid, so you understand the food and the buffet takes over.
Right.
So either before or after the show.
We will, yeah.
Like each day we should have something, right? Right.
How about you? Do you have your favorites that you wanted to chip in on?
Onions!
Yeah, onions. I love grilled onions, fried onions, but my favorite fried food absolutely is anything with a potato. I love potato wedges, French fries, of course. My favorite French fries probably from Five Guys, even though I worked there for a good 2.5 years. I
This is
still
right
love
off the
them.
spud.
Yeah. I know how to cook them. That I take pride in that. So I also love sweet potato fries.
Those are healthy.
But yeah, those
Too
are
healthy for
those
me.
are underrated. Sweet potato fries. I'm not a big pop person or soda person as well, like fish. But if I'm walking into McDonald's, I'm going straight to the Sprite. McDonald's Sprite is just a different kind of animal.
That's like McDonald's Coke.
Yeah.
They got the different.
I don't think
recipe.
McDonald's Coke is that good.
Well,
I heard
you
so
know,
much
That's like
about
the
it.
Sprite from Sonic. Theirs
It's
is
not
really
like it
good.
used to be, Matt. It's like anything else, more watered down, but it's still got a little bit of that original taste. But
My
it used to be
favorite-
so much more syrupy.
My favorite fountain soda is from National.
Oh, there you go.
It is. National
There you go.
Coney. Got the good fountain. And what's your candy?
My candy, as of lately, I've really taken a liking to Skittles. I like the fun size packs where if you just put the whole thing in your mouth and you chew it, you can form it into like a piece of gum and you can like suck on it, and then there you go.
How about the Swedish fish? You like them?
I can't have them because of my braces.
All right.
I did have Skittles the other day, though.
Okay, good. Just like Marshawn Lynch. How about you, Andrew?
My favorite candy bar and my candy is Milk Duds, actually.
Milk Duds?
Yes.
Holy crap. Those are the last things that are in the Halloween bag.
No.
Everything else is gone.
I'll take all the
but
Milk Duds.
They break your teeth, literally.
Welcome to the newest Bridge Street Exchange, not only in downtown Fenton, now in the Somerset Collection. Located on the second level, south side, right next to Lululemon and Starbucks. This is where you can get all the hottest barware, or men's grooming products, or clothing, or, oh, that's what you meant. Don't forget they got some cool hats too, and it's a lot of great local Michigan-owned companies that you're supporting.
And don't forget, all under $3.
You're such a loser. But for real, take advantage. 15% off if you come in here. Tell Kevin that Woodward Sports sent you. Or stop!
So what's up? My name is Sean Baligian. Glad to be a part of Baligian and Bell every day at 11. I'm the guy that gets pissed off at all the stupid sports fans out there.
What up, though? I'm Drake Bell here on the Baligian and Bell show here at Woodward Sports Network. Tap into the energetic Sean and the calm, smooth Drake Bell.
Morning, Art. Morning, DMac.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Drake Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
Welcome back to The Hook on Woodward Sports Network. So the NHL expansion team draft for the Krakens is finally here, right? It happens
Release
tonight.
the Kraken!
Tonight. Because DMac's got it pretty much all.
Well, we told you earlier on that it had been leaked, and 29 out of the 30 teams that were involved, because Vegas and Seattle.
You know where I go for my leaks?
Bathroom.
Kukla's Corner.
Kukla's Corner.
Kukla's Corner.
I
Yep.
have the list
My
of
man
all
Paul.
the different players to go there, except for the Detroit Red Wings because Steve Yzerman runs the tightest ship in the league, ladies and gentlemen.
Tammy's happy about that, by the way. She did not want you to ruin the surprise.
You should be extremely happy. So I'm going to mention a few guys I mentioned yesterday. Mark Giordano, yes, Calgary Flames picked up. He was their captain, could probably be the captain here. Jonas Donstoy from Colorado, definitely a top 6 forward, big guy, power forward. I see Adam Larson, a D-man they signed from Edmonton. Young guy, a lot of talent. Curtis McDermott, veteran defenseman. Calle Yarncroc from Nashville, right? Experienced winger. Your guy, Maz from your Islanders, Jordan Eberle.
I like him.
Kid that's been around. There's some offensive skills. Also, too, hard-working Brandon Tanev, who's also got that winning pedigree with cups with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yanni Gourde, right? Yanni Gourde, that the line that they compared to the grind line with Goudreau and Coleman down in Tampa Bay, winning back-to-back cups. He's going to be an integral part of, look at him as the Chris Draper for that team. And then Jared McCann, who Toronto traded for from Pittsburgh. A lot of upside. Looking at this, you might say that the goalies are a little bit weak. They got Vitek Vanacek from Washington, Joey Decord from Ottawa, and Chris Drieger from Florida, if you would say that that's one of them. And also I want to mention Jamie Alexiak from Dallas that went there, who's a veteran, tough guy, a guy that can definitely he brings the veteran leadership on the back end that they won't get pushed around and being tough. So interesting. I look at this from the outset, and it looks like a pretty decent team. We'll find out tonight. Officially, if any of these are not true, but we'll also find out if I expect that if we would lose anybody I mentioned from the Wings lost, or Troy Stetcher, or even Nemesnikov, because he can play every position.
How many goalies did they pick?
That was 3.
They took 3 already?
Yeah.
So they won't take
the
Wings
Grice is on. Grice is
right. I know Grice is protected.
Bernier's a free agent.
I know, and so is Ovechkin and
all those guys.
Tarasenko.
So Tarasenko didn't go. Price, Weber, and a lot has to do with what you expect. Contract.
So let me ask you this: does this team?
They're not
get into playoffs.
No.
Do they make the playoffs?
No.
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 Okay.
No. No, but they'll be battling. I put this team a little bit because of experience and stuff. Probably where the Wings are going to be this year, but they're not going to suck. They're not going to be as good as Vegas was coming out of expansion, but they're not.
Where's Drape's call?
He said media. He said media. You can't talk to me anymore, dude. He said he'd talk to me after Monday.
I'll be damned. So he won't come on with us?
No, he said.
What if we just
maybe
cold
on
call
Friday
him?
For the draft?
What if we cold call?
Maybe when it's all about him.
You can't put him in that
position. I
could
cold call him right now.
Maz cold call do anything like that, but I wouldn't do it, especially with I would show more respect,
of course,
on the week that he's doing the most important job with the organization. But you can feel free to cold call.
I'm just busting chops.
No, he's just kidding. He's just kidding.
Instead of calling him, why don't we get your picks? Get the hack and whack ready to go, Alex, because DMac, what happened last week? You had him. What happened to Louis O? Louis O couldn't take it off the sheet for us.
What did I say going into the weekend, right? He needed a 4 or 5 shot lead. He's not a closer. When he won his first British Open, how he won by 4 or 5 or 6, and how nervous that he was. So you look at the new breed. You look at Colin Morikawa.
Did you have him as a saver, by the way? Did you have Morikawa?
I did. It just wasn't the $3K payout.
Yeah.
Right? But it salvaged the bet. But it was something that I knew going in. And, props to Colin Morikawa. 2 majors now, and 2 different ones. Not seeing the golf court Royal St. George, but putting together a masterful Sunday round. So that works out. I might as well while we're here.
Yeah,
what do you want to do?
Might as well while we're here, Alex.
Go to a happy place.
And the V-Mix strikes again.
Yes, it is. And the 3M Golf Tournament, 3M Open this week. We got some good numbers on the board. Got some big hitters, the Llamas. We're going to go Tony Finau, plus 1,500. Bubba Lefty Watson plus 2,800 along with Matt Wolf 2,800. Your two long shots are Stuart Sink, the KG veteran at plus 6,000, and JT Poston plus 8,000. Why do I bring him up? Because last week on the Barbasol Championship, which is played by the PGA players that don't get into the British Open, he folded a little bit with a triple and a bogey 4 over in his last 4 holes to cough up the victory. So he's a tough Boston kid, so he's going to bounce back. Look for him. He's got to be hitting it well to shoot that low. So at plus 8,000, it's worth at least a nickel.
All right, brother.
Hack and whack it.
Hack and whack.
All right.
Let me see who I'm taking out of that pack. I think I will take a chance.
Hey,
on...
DMac, I have something for you. Terry Foster, who was on Monday on the Baligian Bell show, will be on tomorrow morning on Baligian Bell. You guys don't care. Terry Foster said that he did not watch the British Open because it was on too early.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to that?
I have to say,
But he watched
love the British Open.
But he watched the Barbasol Championship.
Okay, I got to say I love the British Open because before I went out for 7 o'clock tea time, I could watch an hour and a half of it. So I always like when they're either early or late. Like I like when the U.S. Open's on the West Coast, so you're watching it into like 11 o'clock at night, or it's really early that it's before everything else, so you can put it on. So, no, I was up on the weekend watching it, and then when Louis started falling apart and I had things to do, I decided to go out there and play like Louis Oosthuizen on Sunday. So there you go.
I got something to add. I got my own version of Alex's edition. Well, this is Alex's hack and whack. Maz, you always make fun of me for playing Frolfing.
I do. I don't make fun of you. I think it's good.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, don't call it Frolfing then. Call it disc golfing.
All right, fine. I'm a Seinfeld guy. I call it Frolf. That's what it is on Seinfeld.
Okay.
And you know that rules the universe. That is the Bible.
Yeah, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty good show. They can say what they want. But anyway, this weekend, the Pro Tour for disc golf is coming to Michigan for the Great Lakes Open, happening in Brighton, Michigan at the Toboggan Course at Kensington, and I will be there Sunday for the final round.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Are you playing?
I'm not playing. I'm just going to be a spectator. I will be representing the network, so if you happen to see a guy wearing a Woodward Sports t-shirt there, that'd most likely be me.
Wear your polo shirt.
What time Sunday?
I think
polo shirt's not it. That's golf, Maz. That's not disc golf. Wear your really cool Woodward Sports shirt.
Yeah, I'm going to wear my big logo t-shirt.
Fine.
And I'm going to try and get on the
Wear what you want, son.
I'm going to the golf.
Yeah, but my pick for this weekend, Ricky Wysocki. I think he was the runner-up last year. He's a defending champion a few years back when I think it was played at Stony Creek over by my house. But,
oh, wow.
Ricky Wysocki is my pick for the Great Lakes Open 2021.
All right. Oh, hold on. Ooh, plus 1,200.
Oh, yeah?
Is that plus 1,200?
There's actually...
MyBookie.ag.
Oh, my goodness. How about that?
You were so funny.
Why not put a nickel on
they
it?
had a fight on MyBookie for easy and stick. Why would you not think that they would have?
Good point.
You know,
good point.
bets on this.
Check this out.
Okay, but easy and
What
stick.
is that?
It's a grinder with the Woodward Sports logo on it, right? So it's a Woodward Sports grinder. So if you have Darren McCarty brand cannabis and you put it into the grinder, and then that works it up so you can.
How about that?
Oh.
Through
I was going to ask, what's a grinder?
With our relationship with Levels and different things like that, we'll be out and about. But like these little.
I think Levels opens next week.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you might
Finally.
see us over there.
Nice, man. Nice going, Mac.
Actually, I'm heading right from here to Jackson to 4:20 dispensary to talk education and Darren McCarty brand. So we'll be out there about 6:30 tonight if anybody's around there.
Nice.
Out in
Pop
Jackson.
Yep.
Sing it, man.
Jackson.
Johnny Cash.
Out in Jackson.
Hey, we got
He
Me
wasn't
Gusta, No
talking
Me
about
Oh my
Gusta.
gosh.
Michigan,
All
though.
right, let's get to some Me Gusta or No Me Gusta. You guys know how to play along on our social media. If you like what I'm about to say, all you have to do is just put Me Gusta. If you do not like it, you can just say No Me Gusta. And of course, always put in your thoughts because we love to see them on our social media at Woodward Sports. All right. Me gusta o no me gusta? The Olympics should be canceled. Te gusta o no te gusta? DMac, we'll go with you first.
Yeah, but you know what? It's one of those things that I don't think you can reverse what's happened. So no me gusta unless things get really bad, because they should have canceled it before the Olympics.
Prior.
So I'm gonna say no me gusta, don't cancel it, because you made the bed, you got to lie in it.
Ooh, but why make the bed worse?
Have you heard about the beds, by the way?
I don't think the bed can get.
Have you heard
worse.
about the athletes' beds?
Yeah,
No.
I saw Fish's video of the cardboard
Fish,
bed.
Wait,
describe
what?
the beds, Fish.
Okay, so there was cardboard in my office, right? And I've been saying all along that, number one, the cardboard beds are not that bad. And they're using the cardboard beds for two things. And everyone's only underlying one thing, that it's to prevent sex.
Yeah.
And while that is a thing that's happening, there's another thing in there that no one's talking about, and that's the environment.
Did you just say that they're making the cardboard beds to prevent sex?
Yeah, that's the thing that they're doing.
That's the only way you can have sex? Like,
Yeah,
what are you fucking...
I don't know, but that's the thing
most
they're doing.
ridiculous thing.
And
I
the
get it.
Morning Wood Show and Baligian Bell, they're underlining that fact. Well, that's a fact, but there's another thing in there, that it's for the environment, because after, they're going to be able to just tear it down and recycle all the stuff, because they've had Olympics where after the Olympics happen, as you can tell from all the pictures, that the venues and Olympic villages just go
That's how rumors get
So,
started. What I got from
they're
that
making
is
an
that
eco-friendly-
the Japanese culture only screws missionary. Is that it? They need the beds.
So they're
I mean,
making an
like-
eco-friendly Olympics.
That makes
They're making an eco-friendly
That's what
Olympics
you're telling me. If that's what they
by
made
using
it for.
recyclable material
Cardboard.
to cardboard. And there's
So this
also rumors that only one person can fit on the bed, which has been proven by several people in the Olympic Village that is not true.
Do we have, because they put multiple people in the bed?
There were multiple people sitting on the bed, jumping on the bed, and it did not go through. And so my video that I had was just proving to people, because they think it's cardboard. So I sat on cardboard to tell people this is not the Olympic bed. It's made much better than the cardboard I am sitting on.
Do we have a picture of these Olympic beds? I feel like we have got to get.
They've been out there. I'll let Alex find them. When I asked Fish this.
I just want people to know that it's not
Fish.
that bad. Yes, sir.
You and I have a similarity when we
Okay.
travel.
We love the Olympics?
No, when we travel, what do we take with us?
Our pillow.
We take our-
Which I am going to bring tomorrow along with my Pebble Beach pullover, because as Alex said yesterday, and I lost my promise. So, Alex, Mayor, I apologize, sir. I will bring that tomorrow along with my pillow.
Why are you bringing your pillow?
You gonna take a nap?
Because no, I have no interest in taking a nap, but I'm gonna just show. I want to show my pillow how weird and wonky it is.
How what?
What?
Weird and wonky. My pillow is soft and firm, but it's not meant to be that way. It just happened over time.
Now, do you travel?
And I have to take and I have to take my pillow everywhere,
Listen.
or else I won't be able to sleep.
Me too. If I have my pillow, I can sleep on that cardboard bed.
So I used to.
Mike Lindell, I got my pillow. It's the greatest pillow out there.
I
Mike
searched
Lindell-
Olympic
Mike
beds
Lindell
on
from-
Google, and
Mike
this is what
Lindell
showed
from
up.
My pillow. Get my pillow. It's the best. The
Look at
dog
that.
pillow is the best.
Yeah, so see, that doesn't look like cardboard at all. It looks like a normal bed.
It does.
That actually.
And
looks
that's what
nice.
people have to understand.
It looks
is,
like a pizza
Doesn't
box
it look
in the
like
back.
two
yeah, people need to understand that
doesn't
the
look like
beds are
pieces
not
together.
the beds are not as bad as people say. Oh my gosh, it's made out of cardboard. You're making
I'd
the athlete
automatically
sleep
push
on
that against the
cardboard.
wall, so I could lean against the wall.
Right,
Of course.
that'd be smart. That'd be smart. Or like you said, just combine the two beds. All right, so let's keep asking this question. Tom Mazaway, do you feel that the Olympics should have been
No.
canceled?
No. Let's play them. I'm ready. They start Friday night. They've already started.
They've already
soccer's
started.
played. They play in softball. Let's go. I can't wait. Let's get it
Are
going.
you watching the opening ceremony live?
I
or are
hate
you
the
watching
opening
it
ceremony.
What the hell?
I hate it.
Why?
It bores the shit out of me.
But it shows you the
Sue
country.
Bird, hold on, Fish. Sue Bird and Eddie Alvarez representing the
Yeah.
United States, first baseball player to hold it. Sue Bird, obviously from WNBA Seattle.
I'm happy for them.
You don't want to learn about the country?
It bores
It's
the
basically a
living
history
day-
lesson, part of the Olympics.
I'll watch a little of it. I will not watch all of it because it bores the living daylights out of me.
Well, you
Fish.
don't know what exciting is.
You are amazing. The fact that you just came at Tom Mazaway and said you don't know what exciting is because
It's
he's
exciting.
not watching the opening ceremonies of the Olympics.
I'll be watching it live here, and of course I won't have sound on, so I'll watch it after. But I'll be watching it live here,
That's
right in front of my
amazing.
face.
Joey two times says fish is one particular person.
No, peculiar.
All right.
No,
Oh,
one particular
Oh,
fella.
sorry. Well, he's
Alex,
peculiar too.
¿te
He is.
gusta
I
o no
am
te
both.
gusta?
Me gusta. To be honest, I'm not really that excited for this Olympics just because it doesn't help that our team is losing an exhibition game.
Yeah.
That don't mean anything.
So, still, it's just,
that's a true American.
Plus, I'm not really happy for what
American.
the Olympics are going to do to our basketball players. It's
Well,
just
you're
going to form
Canadian.
more injuries for the NBA season. I don't like that.
All right, so Fish, I pretty much know what you're going to say. No te gusta. You think that they should be played.
Oh, yes.
All right.
They should be played. And they're
Andrew?
going to be played. They may have a few postponements of like 1 or 2 events, and all the weenie whiners are going to go out there and
knee-deep,
cry. But they're going to finish, and the Olympics is going to stab. And then when they go to listen, they're going to hear dead silence.
All right. No te gusta. And you know what? I'm going to say me gusta. I think that they should have been canceled, and then we wouldn't have players going home. So for a lightning round of who you
Tigers, again.
like. All right.
D-backs and White Sox.
Alex.
Tigers.
Fish.
New Zealand over South Korea and Mexico over France. You're taking Mexico over France.
Perfect. I love it. All right, guys. Big thanks to our friend Tim McCormick for joining us today. Thanks to everybody who joined in on our conversations on social media at
Have a
Woodward
great weekend.
Sports.
You won't be here tomorrow
Thank
and Friday,
you.
so
Yes.
Have a
I'm
good
going to go look for my
I'm gonna probably yell at you like.
Good luck finding that ring.
Yep, I gotta go
Bring that
find my
metal
wedding
detector.
ring. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a metal detector and go try and find my stupid wedding ring. DMac, travel safe. Have a great time at your event tonight. Thank you guys so much, everybody, for joining us. For Alex, for Fish, for Andrew, for DMac, for Tom Mazaway, I'm Pilar Lasher. We'll see y'all
Deuces.
tomorrow,
See ya.
everybody.
Go Tigers.